Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Seraphim Serenade. Thank you for joining us. My name is Troy J. Bacon, and I am an angel channel, Reiki master, hypnotherapist, energy healer, and soul purpose coach. I help people find their purpose for their soul and life in this lifetime and embody that so that they can fulfill their soul's purpose, that which is exactly what their soul chose to do and live as. So, I will start the channeling with Seraphim Kazael, and today he'll be talking about primarily a focus on your self-fulfilling prophecy and how that relates to other elements that can also play into your personal reality creation, basically how you manifest and attract things to yourself and others around you, and the subconscious and the spiritual programming that you have going on. So without further ado, I will bring him in and let him speak on that and share his prepared teachings. Such a warm greetings it is to you, and such an honor it is to be able to speak to you again in this fashion, and to be able to have the experience of life in a human body and speaking through a human body once again. You may call me by the name Seraphim Kazael, and I'm a teaching element of God, Allah, the Creator, whatever name you prefer, for the source that we all come from. So in today's teaching, I have some messages prepared. They are somewhat both simple and profound, can be dissected also in many ways, and complex, but very useful as we see it to your current time on Earth in this year you call 2025. To be honest, very timeless teachings. So let's put our attention on your self-fulfilling prophecy and what that means. So that's a term that is often used and accepted within psychological and parapsychological studies and fields and professions in your modern world, especially North America, some other developed and English-speaking countries. And the self-fulfilling prophecy, as would be described by mental and psychological doctors, is the way that your mental and emotional and speech patterns are constantly creating and playing into the creation of your personal reality, the people you hang out with, the things you create or don't create, problems you create, solutions you create. And it is largely rooted in the conditioning, as it is commonly accepted and known as, that you have largely set up for yourself although some of you have accepted and reinforced the ideas and presuppositions that perhaps your peers, parents, and teachers have told you, ways of being your teachers have told you, taught you, and we are not here to say that those are wrong, but they are what you've accepted to believe, and the beliefs and the patterns, the programs that are on a loop connected to those beliefs, the ones that are running in your mind, the ones you keep repeating to yourself through your words, those are what you are and your system is generating as an output. And an energy output through your speech, especially your words, written words, as well as the energy patterns in your electromagnetic makeup, subconscious and spiritual energy body makeup does affect what you are magnetizing and drawing to yourself. That's not only the force, the magnetic force of your subconscious that you're drawing to yourself. That is the signal. Think of it as a radio signal, a radio wave on a frequency spectrum. The speech, the signal that you are sending to the Creator, to God, Allah, to Source. And lo and behold, that's exactly what you continue to see and what you end up seeing directly in front of you. And the things that you see directly in front of you are, as long as you place your attention and sense of importance on them, that is more of what you attract, more of what you are placing your attention on. The venting of people and circumstances that you're sharing with another is a little bit less physical, but it is your attention being placed on them that then reinforces that energy in your life and does tell the Creator exactly what you want, that you want that's what you are, that's what your life is. So that's also what prayer and affirmation is. That is a positive, self-fulfilling prophecy. Prayer being the very ancient practice of literally speaking directly to the Lord. And by the way, the Lord is not God itself. The Lord is an intermediary channel to God, to Source. So we do advise all humans, light workers, shadow workers, old souls, starseeds, to please be discerning in every word, in every deliberation, every single day of your speeches, your words, your thoughts, your ventings, your emotions, your writings, how you wake up start your day in the morning does influence and shape the rest of that day. In your time-space dimension, there is some space, time gap between exactly what you say and what you do, what you want, what you write, and the outcome that then shows up for you. It's exactly that. In our world, in our dimension, there is no separation. Separation is an illusion only in your world, in your dimension. So we see that what you are saying, what you're writing, what you're feeling and believing already is you, already is with you, as you, for you. And according to the availability and sometimes limitations of your physical world, sometimes it just takes that much more time and organizing to bring that to you. Sometimes it's people, a person, a friend, a contact, a resource. Sometimes it's money, the money you need to pay for something, the money you need to achieve something. Sometimes that's a new friend or romantic partner, soul partner. And by golly, wouldn't you be so astonished to see that when you're searching for the love of your life, that exactly the right person is exactly at the resonance that you are at the time. The beliefs, understandings, reflection of the level of consciousness that you're at does show up for you. And so this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's the mechanics of attraction, of choice, of where you're at, where you're putting yourself in vibration and creation within your world. Your choices, your decisions, the difference between running a program and living that program on a loop versus getting out of that and making a choice to do exactly as you want. That is what shows the creator, cuts through complexity and fluff. And that's what shows the creator exactly where you're at and what you're choosing to create differently. You are never a victim. You're always only a soul hiding in the coat of illusion of the victim perpetrator archetype. And your soul may have chosen that before incarnation to play with learning life lessons. We fully respect your soul's choice, and we want you to know that the Creator constantly, always wants to bless you with exactly your wishes, your command, your purpose, your soul's purpose. Once you choose that for yourself, we would never go against your will. We would never intentionally harm you from our side. We would never want for you to be limited, for you to be cursed, for you to be in torment and suffering. However, we do not stop that unless you choose so and simply pray and invoke protection, power, angels, archangels, divine beings. Choose and call on. Draw, depict, focus your utmost faith in any particular holy being, and the ones you're most comfortable with and familiar with are the first ones to be there for you. That also applies after your body ceases. However, just because they're the first ones to be there for you, to show up for you, based on your comfortability, doesn't mean that they're the only or last ones. Yes, there's more, there's more, there's more. It never ends, we never ends, you never end. And so this is why we have said before that this life is a matter of you awakening you awakening your voice, your potential, your focus. You awakening your self-fulfilling prophecy, using that as a tool to empower your soul's purpose, the contract, the decision for experience and exploration that your soul, oversoul, higher self, higher part of you chose, pleaded to God, asked God, agreed with God to have this experience. And of course, wouldn't you know it, that he, she would want you to have that experience as much as he, she wants to experience it as you. We see you as such beautiful, bright lights, such lovely aromatic flowers. Beautiful flowers should never be painted or smothered, always adored, always revered, and recognized as beautiful. So before we let you go and let you meditate on that message, that teaching, we do encourage you to envision your whole life, starting from this moment forward, as an already polished masterpiece, and rise above from that level, from above that level. All is well. Well, thank you for those of you who listened, and those of you who resonated with that, absorbed that teaching. It's a little bit of a shorter one today, but definitely powerful nonetheless, and always so with Seraphim Kazael. Yeah, the Seraphim, I found that the archangels, angels, godly divine beings, gods and goddesses I resonate with the Egyptian and Norse pagan traditions, but other traditions too, and I found that they are quite lovely, reliable, dependable, helpful, truthful, amazing beings to work with. And they do indeed cast miracles according to your wish and according to your need and belief. These Seraphim Serenade channelings are always live, and available in the Facebook group Sacred Space Sessions, and I believe you can find these events also publicly on Facebook. Just search Seraphim Serenade, and you should be able to find the Facebook events. I will work on another platform at some point in the near future to make these a little bit more publicly available outside of the Facebook platform. If you're watching on YouTube, then please leave a comment, a question in the description down below in the comments section. And in the next teaching, in the next channeling, Seraphim Kazael will do his best and usually very well to address that question. It can be a personal question, and it's a personal question about Earth, about our universe, about universal laws, laws of attracting and creating. He teaches about 22 universal laws. So with that, until next time, and until we meet again, I wish you peace.